How quickly things change. We went from doom and gloom, trade everybody, 5 in a row, man. And looking good at that, man. Very good. I just like the way that they approach this game just out the bat. Defense, 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 Alex. Like, when they took that slide and they were like near the 27th over that 11th game stretch, we knew they weren't that bad. Right? Like, they had to come with some better effort. It's just that simple. And now we're seeing that. We're seeing them more aggressive in their closeouts. We're seeing them tighten up on the screens. We're seeing spirited defense from their star players in Brunson and Towns and everybody filling in between, just doing their job, man. And, just overall, the teamwork, the effort, the spirit, the energy, everything was up tonight with this team. And you got the result that you got, man. A well-deserved victory by this New York Knicks team against a scrappy Portland Trailblazer team, man. What you think?
I thought it was a good game, man. I mean, to me, it was wire to wire. It was light work for the Knicks
Light
tonight,
work.
man. Light work. I mean, you had touched on it. The ball movement, guys moving off the ball, defense was there tonight. I think the biggest thing for me, man, is that when you just look at the ball movement, it's how the guys were moving off ball, right? It's not just, oh, all right, OG and McCall is cutting. Cat was cutting. Brunson is not only leading the charge, but there was points where he was trailing, like something that Karl Anthony Towns would do in this
Yeah.
matchup, where just falling into place just simply, man, and just putting up shots. And I thought this team was just very well balanced in how they approached this game tonight. It was nobody that was just trying to take over. Everyone filled their role perfectly. And then you just saw that effort tonight. And I want to shout out Cat, man, because I know
Yeah.
we're going to look at the numbers tonight and just say, oh, well, Karl Anthony Towns, only ended the game with 14 points, went 5 of 12 from the field. But the 20 boards and everything else that he was doing, I thought he had a fantastic floor game tonight. I like the hustle from him tonight, just grabbing every single rebound, trying to keep guys involved, moving well without the rock. I mean, how many times did you see guys finding him in the paint, just giving him an entry pass, trying to keep him involved? I liked how he was playing tonight as well. Not the perfect thing that you saw from Cat, but I did like his play for tonight, man. I thought he had a very good floor game. I thought he was very well bought into what Mike Brown's trying to say that he's trying to do. And I think that was the first sign tonight, after everything we've seen from him this season.
Yeah, for sure. 14 points, 20 boards again for the Big Bodega after 22 against Toronto. 3 assists, 6 on the offensive rebounding side. And so, while a lot has been made about his play, of course, this season and everything, and the storylines, look, you can't knock the effort, can't knock the hustle. He's putting it on out there. The points will surely follow. I think the points will follow, but overall, you have to like his aggressiveness and like the fact that, look, he's just trying to do whatever it takes to win and be a star in his role for the team right now. So great game by the Big Bodega, as you said. I thought that my play of the game tonight was the dog OG Anunoby, continuing to pick up where he left off in Toronto. 24 in this one, 10 of 16, an efficient 10 of 16. At one point, he went either 3 for 3 or 4 for 4 from downtown and didn't miss a 3 until later in this game. But he finished shooting 50% from 3, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Had 3 turnovers, but a block shot. And look, man, whether you want to say Denny had a off night or injury night, kept Denny in check for most of the night, man. Great job by the dog tonight. I'll play the game.
OG was awesome, man. 24 points, 10 of 16, very efficient, man. As you stated, continued his high efficiency as he did against Toronto. I love this production, man. And you see that he's just being aggressive. That's probably the biggest thing I could say for OG for his success for these couple of games, that he's staying aggressive. He's not settling for just jump shots. He's not just cutting off ball when he gets the rock. Guys are giving him that opportunity to drive, create for himself, feel like he's actually part of the offense. And you can see that it's giving him even more life defensively, man. I mean, you want to talk about Denny, and look, did the preview last night, and Denny coming off a back injury, playing the Wizards, didn't have a great night. He was trying. Denny was trying. I
Yeah,
mean, the
yeah.
other half, look, man, even though the guy's coming off an injury, you got to still defend who's in front of you. And look, up until the second quarter, Denny only had 4 points. He was not going to do anything tonight, finished the game with 11. But hey, you got to give OG credit for just stopping him, playing the passing lanes as well, and just, phenomenal help defense that he always does, man. So OG just giving you that two-way effort, truly being a two-way player, which is what you want to see in today's league, man, and him gearing up for that postseason run, especially for, as we discussed not too long ago, toughest part of the schedule coming up, man.
Yeah. Yeah, and like you said, he got into his bag. It wasn't just, catch and shoot threes and catch and shoot. No. We are evolving. I told y'all he's coming differently from that Philly game. Now into Toronto. He wants the responsibility. That's what I'm saying. Like, if Cat don't have it right now, we can reverse course a little bit. Maybe we need to change the hierarchy until the big bodega comes around. Because when it comes to being aggressive and getting your shot, clean or not clean, turnover or not, OG, he's going to be an aggressor. He's going to be aggressive. And you saw him teardrops, like little lay-ins and mid-range step backs, then the threes. So I thought you saw a little mix, man. He got into his bag, got into his arsenal, and it was efficient. 24 points, 10 of 16 from the field, and aggressive on the defensive end once again, man.
CP, and he doesn't look out of control while dribbling either. He does not look out of control, and I think that's the thing that they may have talked about in practice, saying, yo, man, 1, 2, 3 dribbles, get to your move. Don't try to go for, like, infinity like you're Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
Make the few moves, know what you want to do, go attack. If it's not there, pass it out, which he has been doing a very good job of. He drives, you see he jumps, trying to look for a lay-in, but then he'll kick it out, reset, and then go back to his spot, man, and just go take another opportunity to try again. So OG's just, hey, man, is there really a hierarchy at this point? Because is that what Mike Brown wants, man? I don't look, even though we know Brunson's going to be the guy that's going to be clutch and close things out, man, I feel like there's no hierarchy. Whoever's feeling it, man, go out there and go play. That's kind of what Mike Brown is trying to preach to these guys.
Equal opportunity, and that it was tonight, man. So once again, great job by OG Anunoby, our player of the game tonight. Let's get to the key stats of the night, man. Knicks shoot 48% from the field, 43% from the Blazers. Knicks shoot 42% from downtown, 19 of 45 to 30 for the Blazers. Another good night at the stripe. I think that's been a little bit underrated, man. Knicks knocking down their free throws, 86% from the charity stripe, only missed 2. Rebounding battle, 52 to 37. The Knicks win there. And then you had, they won the assist battle, 29 to 23. Turnovers, fairly better. I would say better. 14 Knick turnovers leading to 13 Trailblazer points, and they turned the Trailblazers over 20 times, leading to 16 Knicks points. Fast break battle tied up 13 apiece between both teams. 50 points in the paint for the Knicks, coming off to 60 against the Raptors, to 42 for the Blazers. And then largest lead of the night, wire to wire, man, 33 points. And the Knicks led 99% of the game.
So just confirming, it was since 2021 since the Knicks won at home against the Lakers. Not beat the Lakers, people, at home. At Madison Square Garden. Let's make sure I'm getting that.
Yeah.
So for tonight, talking about the key stats. Look, man, biggest thing to me that stood out from this game, rebounding, 59 to 47. Yeah. I mean, just controlling the glass. I said that last night in my game preview. Was that whoever won the rebounding battle was going to win the game for tonight. And look, Portland's got some guys outside of Klingon that can do the rebounding as well. Denny's another guy that can help. Drew was supposed to be doing that as well, but New York came out here and just dominated, absolutely dominated. We know Towns and Mitch can do that, but Hart, everybody else was just chipping in, even OG. So I like to see that, them being able to control the glass. And then look, second chance opportunities, another big one, man. Knicks winning that battle 20-9. Very good. That's, that coincides with the rebounding. Getting the rebounds, giving your team another opportunity to put up points. I thought the Knicks did a fantastic job of that. So those are the two key stats that stood out to me tonight.
Yeah, for me, I think keeping the turnovers a little bit lower. I think they just a little bit better over those last games in that losing stretch. I mean, they were northwards of like 16, 17, 18, so 20. So they had to keep that down and not let those opportunistic teams like a Blazer team that likes to get out and play fast, or like a Raptors team from Wednesday night, not give those guys extra ammunition to kill you with. So I do like the fact that the Knicks kept the turnovers fairly manageable and didn't allow the Blazers to kill them. And also from the charity stripe, I'm going to give them a lot of credit, man. They've been knocking down their free throws. Those are part of making winning plays. You can't be shooting 70, 60, 50% from the charity stripe. No, you got to knock down your free throws. Maybe part of it is that Mitch didn't shoot so many and hasn't been shooting as many. Maybe that's part of it. He didn't play against the Raptors. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't remember if he even got to the free throw line tonight. None. He didn't. So maybe that's a Mitch Robinson effect, and I'm giving the team a little too much credit. Maybe that's just the Mitch effect. But either way, hey, the score is the score, the stats are the stats. And they were able to get that down. So there it is, man. 127-97. The Knicks get the win. Key stats of the night, man, brought to you guys by our friends at Fabletics, new sponsor of the show. Hey, check out Fabletics VIP program to get your latest active wear, your gym wear, whatever you need. They sell men's apparel, women's apparel, and the VIP program, you can get up to 80% off everything when you sign up for the VIP program. And you do that by going to fabletics.com/KFTV. And when you fill out the new user form, the quiz, and they will prompt you and ask you how you heard about them, you let them know KFTV sent you, and you will get up to 80% off site-wide. So make sure you sign up at fabletics.com. And listen, man, when you look good, you feel good, you work out well. That's just my motto. I like to dress, fly, clean, and well put together when I get to the gym. It makes me focus, makes me locked in. And that's what Fabletics is all about, man. It's lifestyle, active wear, and really quality stuff, man. Durable, premium goods. And for example, like a men's hoodie, you join the VIP program, you can get it from $110 for the non-members down at $22 as a new VIP sign-up. So those are the type of discounts that we're talking about. And they have a number of quality selection in terms of their apparel, men's and women's, activewear, jackets, hoodies, sweatpants, you name it. So shout out to our guys at Fabletics. And once again, go to fabletics.com/KFTV. Sign up on using the quiz. And when they ask you how you found out about them, you let them know KFTV sent you. 80% off site-wide. Shout out to our friends over at Fabletics. We got the rhyme animal, Chuck D, to close us out. Chuck, how you feeling, man?
Well, I ain't always got to close. I mean, I rarely call like twice in a month. But
yeah, well, that's why we got to close with you, because we don't. when you call in, it's a special time, man. So we give you the floor, man.
I'm gonna have my J Boogie spirit.
There we go.
J Boogie in the Discord. They still probably can't think of the Discord out.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, that was a quick turnaround by Cody. It was like, yeah, you're right. Because I was laughing. I was dying when he said they ain't open 6'5". I'm like,
yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Pick up to Cody. Cody said mute myself. I was like blasting it all in the lounge. But I really like how this team likes each other. I really like that, because chemistry is it's the hardest city in the world, man. Mm. And the hardest thing to do in New York is get chemistry. And I think that's the number one thing that a New York Knicks team has to achieve, a team that likes each other. I've been watching this team for 60 years, man. And it's not always a given, man. Mm-hmm. Even when we had areas where we were just buying superstars and thought we were going to buy our way to a chip. And I get some of the same feeling now, because, now you look around and instead of people talking about the All-Star game or All-Star game weekend, it's all about trade deadline now. Now it's gone from, basketball to Ball Street, not Wall Street. And, I get it now. Shams, every time Shams speaks, everybody is quiet because he's got the crop report and all that. And I just think that right now with the NBA, it's, yo, man, All-Star game weekend, these players, man, they're all paid. And I think the number one thing they're looking for in a long season is the vacay. Dominique Wilkins was talking about players are concerned about their brands. That's 5 years ago. Now they're concerned about the islands. in February,
Yeah,
man.
well, how
And
about the comment from Tim Legler? Tim Legler said he's never seen it so bad, where it seemed like players are disinterested.
yeah,
We used to
man.
have so many lopsided
When you
games.
paid a lot, you got money, you young, and it's a long season. And they worked on the beginning. I think I said this on the last call, last show. They worked on the beginning of the season, and regardless of what anybody thinks, those that get in the playoffs is nothing better than the NBA playoffs.
Right.
But that middle right now, man, before it used to be the All-Star game, and individuals really worked hard with individual stats and all that, so they can meet up or probably get selected for the All-Star game.
Yeah.
And that was a summit right in the
Right.
middle of the season that everybody
Meet up.
looked at.
A link up.
Yeah. Now, if you're not looking at All-Star game or All-Star game weekend, then you got a valley there that you can't fill in January and March. So
That's right.
before February meant something. So that's something the league got to work on. So it's not, I don't think it was just a Knick problem. I think it's a league problem, and our team fell into it post-mortem after the trophy that what they call it, that we won.
NBA Cup.
Yeah. NBA Cup, right? So, okay, now you got this new lull that you got to figure out how to patch up. I don't know how they're going to do it, but they got to fix that. About Bridges, here's my take on this. It's hard being the fourth option. He ain't going to be the first. He ain't the second. And he ain't the third. So being a fourth option, and he's not the glue guy, because our glue guys is Josh, Mitchie, Deuce, and then so on. Other guys fill in. It's a very difficult role to know that you're going to be a fourth option and be kind of happy with it.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that we have a fourth option, because a lot of teams ain't got a guy who's in the fourth option that can actually, give you 30. And it's just about the motivation thing, I think, with Bridges. But, I mean, from my point, looking outside and in, I think a lot of these cats, their motivation, that's why they got 8 assistant coaches or something like that. So
yeah.
motivation is a hard thing, but man, Bridges is a keeper, man. Bridges, OG, you're not going to get better than those guys at the wing in the playoffs. All right, here's two more points.
Mm-hmm.
We got the best fans in the world in the hardest city. Even Clyde said tonight, he says, "Yo, man, it's like playoff atmosphere up in here."
Yeah.
There ain't no other place, man, like that, man.
Doesn't compare.
Got a great team and the greatest fans. We just can't, stretch it over 82 games all the time. And we hope that the players understand how important it is. Last January, I went to OKC invited by the mayor, if you remember, right?
Yes, he did. Yep.
Ain't nothing else to do in that town. And I saw the camaraderie on the Thunder's bench. They were united. They're having fun. But what else is it to do in OKC? That's basketball city. So when I look at the Knicks, I'm surprised that a team is so tight. They like each other. And that has a lot to do with the captain. I think Jalen Brunson is underrated when it comes down to basically gluing this team together on the same accord. Throw all the salaries out the window, throw the mathematics out the other window. What's the eye test on the feeling of this team, how they feel about each other? Now, I think, Clarkson is he's a little salty probably because he's on the outside looking in. But you're going to get 1 or 2 or 3 people on the outside looking in. It's going to be like, damn. But he's new. Josh, Mitchie, and Deuce have been there. And they riding, and they know they could be the glue people that's important. Last point I'm going to make. Do y'all remember in the 90s, because I'm going to give you 2 eras, our championship era when I was a kid and the 90s. Do you ever remember of it being an emphasis on stats? I never knew Knicks stats in the 90s. It was like they wasn't even important.
Nah, not even
Every
close.
time we worry about stats, we got a losing team or a team that's struggling to have chemistry and continuity.
Yeah.
When I was growing up, the Knicks with Clyde and Willis and Jerry Lucas and Earl Monroe and Dick Barnett, Dave DeBusschere, I don't even remember their stats. Matter of fact, and I'm a kid trying to say, okay, every Tuesday they used to release the NBA stats, and I'll open up Newsday, and it said the top 20 scorers, and we on and Clyde would be in there, but he'd be like number 17, and rebound. Oh, hey, maybe one of our guys be in the top 5 rebounder. The Knicks, when we won, nobody was in the stat sheet. I mean, the upper stat sheet.
It was
So
just
that's
about
supposed to
like the
tell you something.
milestones, right? And then they would say, like, according to the Elias Sports Bureau, somebody
Right.
said so and so, and that was it. It was all about the Elias Sports Bureau. That was the system of record. You know what I mean? You had to go to them. So yeah,
right. It was the chemistry that was gold, because chemistry in New York is the hardest thing. And then lastly, I do whether it don't mean either way because he's the owner. I don't think that Dolan talking about trading in the summer for Giannis was the best thing for the camaraderie of the team. Although he's the owner, he can say what the hell he wants. But I just think once you start dipping that trade rumor on a player, and especially a young player, it's no telling where their head might go. You already see it, although it's a different sport, in baseball. Let a player be on, up at the plate, and they on the trade deadline. They are pressing at the plate. I am telling you, when a player knows that they're going to get traded, and it's luckily that a lot of the players are Latino, so they don't hear all the talk about the pressures about the player in the press. So we got to take that in consideration. But here they are, they're professionals, and here we go into February. And it's a long season, man. And I don't know what they're going to do about that All-Star game, but that is a sad slumping valley for the NBA. They got to fix that.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's like the people that I know that's going. Everybody's like, "Well, I'm leaving Sunday." they going for everything before the game. They go to everything before the game,
and the game's in LA.
Yeah,
okay,
I got people now.
It's
like, man, you couldn't pay me to go to the game.
Right. If the next game is in Minnesota or Utah or, no offense, but, I guess, I can't name I will name the other cities, but I'm just saying, man, if it ain't the right city, man, that game is worse.
100%, man. 100%, man. Appreciate the call, OG. Throw a hashtag.
We got the best fans in the world, man. Best fans in the world. We got a great team.
The Rhyme Animal Chuck D, man. Throw some fives in the chat. The Rhyme Animal Chuck D, man. How could he not close with that?